Hi everyone and welcome back. So we are here with another class for your back to school beginners challenge. I really hope you've been enjoying it so far. Today's class, full body, we're going to be doing supposedly a sunset sculpt, but without the sunset. No sun here today, but I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know how you found it as always. And we are gonna start standing at the back edge of your mat and have your legs hip distance apart and have your toes facing forwards. We're going to start by moving with the breath and warming up the body. So we'll bring your hands down by your side, pull the belly button in, and you're going to tuck the tailbone under. I want you to take a big in-breath and then fully exhale out of the mouth. Relax down those shoulders. And again, let's inhale, pushing into that rib cage. And exhale fully out of the mouth. Really good. One more time. Keeping the stomach as still as possible. We're just opening that breath into the rib cage for your inhale. And then you're going to exhale, release back out of the mouth. So good. Bring your hands down by your side, starting to move with that breath now. We're going to inhale, reach the hands all the way up above us, reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, pull them back down. Really nice. And again, let's inhale to rise up. Really good. And exhale to return. 2 more times like this. Remember to tuck that tailbone, pull that belly button in. You're inhaling. So good, guys. And you're going to exhale to release. This time we're going to inhale as we lift the hands up. You're going to rise up onto the toes, lift the heels away from the mat. Find that balance. And then exhale, return back down. Really good, guys. And again, let's inhale to reach, lifting those heels. And you're exhaling to lower. So good. 2 more times, going at the pace of your own breath here, really reaching and stretching that body. So nice, guys. Last one. Let's lift. And exhale to lower. So good. Just allow the upper body just to swing from side to side. Let those hands and upper body to feel completely weightless, if I can talk. Have a soft bend in your knee as well. Really nice. Let's just inhale one more time. Reach the hands to the ceiling. This time as we exhale, you're going to pull your chin to your chest and we're going to start to roll forward all the way down towards the mat and find that forward fold. So pull that belly button in, round the shoulders and come down to the mat as close as we can. Really nice. And I want you to find that stretch behind the back edge of the mat, the legs here. Push down into those heels. Really nice. Let's take an in-breath. And as we exhale, I want you to walk your hands forward and come into your downward dog. So good. Let's push through the shoulders, create that nice straight spine. And here in your downward dog, your goal is to try and get your heels as close down towards the mat as possible. So we can have a soft bend in the knee, but concentrate on pushing through the shoulders, create that nice straight spine. Closing down the eyes if you need. We're going to stay here for a moment, so get comfortable. You can bring a pedal through the legs to feel that stretch in the calves and in those glutes. Really nice. You should feel a nice stretch and release in that upper spine as well. Make sure your eye gaze is straight in front of you onto the mat. So we're not reaching the head under or looking up. We're just looking straight down beneath us. Really nice. This time push both heels down towards the mat. And you're going to inhale to rise up onto the toes. And exhale as we push the heels back down. Really good. And again, inhale, rising up. And exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Really good. One more. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower. So nice. Let's inhale, rise up onto the toes. This time, keep the heels where they are. We're going to push the hips forward. Find that ripple throughout the spine, coming all the way through, dropping those hips down and coming up into a swan stretch. Really nice. The hips are down on the mat. So good. We're pushing up through those shoulders now. And just allow the body to relax and stretch. Feel that release here. Taking a nice in-breath. Really good, guys. Let's exhale, lift up with your tailbone, and I want you to come into an all-fours position in the middle of your mats. Really nice. This time we're going to glue the toes together and open the knees out just slightly so they're not on the outer corners, but they're just in a comfortable position here. We're going to inhale, let's press back, sit over those heels, allow the spine to round. And as we exhale, let's rise all the way back up to your all fours, follow over onto those knees, lift up with those toes, bend the elbows into your Pilates press. Push up, lower the feet, sit back into your child's pose. Really nice. Let's inhale. As we exhale, come all the way back over, come and bend the elbows into your Pilates press. Pushing up, back to your child's pose. So good. So we're moving from your child's pose here all the way back to your all fours, and then bending the elbows into your half press up, pushing up, coming back. Really nice. So a nice dynamic move here where we're getting a nice little stretch throughout the body, but also working the upper body, working the core, feeling that burn, starting to build, feeling that strength coming through the body as well. Really nice. So you're just moving through these now at your own pace, relaxing down the breath. You don't have to be strict with your breath and your movement in this one. Just focus wherever we are on always inhaling in through the nose and you're exhaling out of the mouth. Really nice, guys. We're going to do 3. Really good. Enjoy that stretch back. We're going to do 2. Spicy move to start the class. Last one. Can you lower down a little bit further? Really good. Finish back in your child's pose. Take a nice in-breath. And exhale fully out of the mouth. Press yourself back up. We're coming into your all-fours position. Again, in the middle of your mat. I want you to send the left leg back. Twist your right leg all the way round, and then you're going to reach that left hand up, opening yourself up into your side kick kneeling stance. Adjust if you need. You may need to send your right knee a little bit further down rather than right under the hip, but adjust however feels right for you. We're going to bring your left hand behind the head, elbow pressed out, and you're going to start with some leg lifts here. So we're lifting that left leg up, and you're lowering down. Now again, as always with these moves, we're not focusing on the height of the leg. We're focusing on that control, working the core, and focusing on that length. Really good. So we're tucking the tailbone, and you're squeezing into those glutes. You are feeling that burn building throughout the whole body. Keep the elbow pressed out. Let's go for 3. Really nice, guys. We've got 2. Pull that belly button in. Last one. Lower the left leg down. Inhale. As we exhale, just slowly lower the hips all the way down and squeeze to lift. Really good. You're going to lower and lift. So we're not sinking into this. We're not allowing the body to fully relax. This is still a dynamic move. You're getting into these obliques and your deep core, keeping strong through that shoulder and the arm. 5. Really nice. We've got 4. Really good, guys. 3. 2. Feel that energy building. Last one. Coming up. Reach the left hand now over the head. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to pull knee towards your elbow and then send them away. Rest that left leg down. Let's pull in and away. Really nice. Resting the leg. If you want to take it up a level, we're keeping that left leg lifted as we crunch in. If you're sticking with the beginner level, your leg is coming down to the mat. So adjust as you wish. Anyone who's doing this and cycle syncing, if you're in your follicular and ovulation stage, feel free to lift that leg, pull in, and find that dynamic move. Wherever we are, we're going to go for 5. Really good. For 4, feeding this through that full body. Let's go for 3. So nice. We've got 2. Really good. Last one. Reach. This time we're going to pull the left hand down, push the hip up towards the ceiling. Find that side bend stretch. So good. Release that spine, release those abdominals, stretching through the shoulder. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself all the way up into a kneeling position in the middle of your mat. I'm just going to turn to an angle just so you can see the form. We want the tops of the feet flat towards the mat. Really good. And as always, we're pulling the belly button in and you're tucking your tailbone. So naturally, our lower back is going to want to curve, but we don't want that because we want to be working the core, the pelvic floor, all the muscles that we can. Hands down by your side, reach the fingertips all the way down towards the mat, pull the shoulders down. Let's inhale. As we exhale, we're just going to reach the hands up in front of you, keep the rest of the body as still as we can, and release. Really good. And again, lifting up, keep the shoulders down and lower. So a small move, but naturally as we lift, you're going to want to lean back. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be focusing on just moving the arms up, getting into those transverse abdominals, which are those deep abdominal muscles that support the spine, support the core, of course, help with the pelvic floor muscles as well, and will keep us super stable. Really good, guys. Let's do 3. Tuck that tailbone, squeeze into those glutes. We've got 2. Quite a dynamic class we're doing today. Last one. Release the hands down. We're going to do that sequence again, but taking it up a level. So remember, pull the belly button in, tuck that pelvis under, hands down by your side. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, this time you're leaning your body back. Feel that stretch in the front of the legs and at the same time reaching the hands up. Press the hands down to come up for that inhale. And exhale again, lean and reach. Find that concentration and you're pulling that belly button in. You should be feeling a really nice, juicy stretch in the front of the hips. And also some really deep core work. You should feel this in the upper abdominals when we're leaning back and reaching the hands up. Still getting that mobility in those shoulders. And we're obviously working the arms. As always, let's go for 4. Really squeeze into those glutes this time. You've got 3. Try and pause a little bit longer with each one. Let's go for 2. Last one. Can we stay leaning back? If you're a beginner, I want you just to stay here. If you want to take it up a level, can we reach both hands up towards the ceiling? Keep that lean and return. Even if you're a beginner, why don't you give it a go? See how high we can lift the hands with keeping that control throughout the body. Really tuck the tailbone and squeeze into those glutes. Really good. Let's go for 3. Really nice. We've got 2. So good. Last one. Let's hold the lift, hold the lean for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo, you're doing so well. So back in your kneeling position, we're going to send your opposite leg out. So it should be your right leg. And you're going to bring your left hand down towards the mat. Now remember, this lower leg, we can send it away if you wish, if it feels more comfortable. But however you feel right, stick with that position. Top hand behind the head, elbow out, and you're going into your leg lifts. Really nice. Feel that slowness and the control in the body. You're going to find this a little bit more hard on this side because we've still been working our core the whole time. Really good. Tucking that tailbone as always and pulling that belly button in, focusing on the length rather than the height. So you're pushing that hip away rather than lifting and allowing the body to sink down. That's not what we want here. Let's focus on that control. Strengthening those glutes, building those deep core muscles for 5. Elbow pressed out for 4. So nice. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Press the leg back down. And again, let's lower the hips and lift. Remembering to keep strong through the shoulder, tucking that tailbone. We're not relaxing. Really good, guys. Slightly pushing those hips forward just to encourage that pelvis tucking under. Let's go for 4. Really good. For 3, how much can we control this move? Let's do 2. And 1. Let's lift. Reach that top hand over the head, and we're going to go into your knee to elbow crunches and reach. Really good. In and away. Remember, if you're wanting to take it up a level, no need to rest the leg. Keep it as a dynamic move, keeping the hip still. So when I say that, it doesn't mean that we're pulling the elbow in and we're allowing the hips to sink. We're not going to be working those muscles that we want. We're not strengthening the core. So remembering to keep the rest of the body as still as we can. You're just focusing on moving your knee and that arm. Let's go for 5, whichever variation you're doing. For 4. Almost done today, guys. 3. Really good. We've got 2. And 1. Find that stretch, push the hips all the way up, reach the hand over and enjoy. Take an in-breath. Really good, guys. And then as we exhale, circle the hands around, bring the hips all the way down and come into very graceful seated position. Having your legs out in front of you, we're going to bring them out to a V, and your heels are going to be glued down on the mat, flexing the feet. Reach the hands over the head, so we're sitting on our sits bones. So naturally, you're going to want to bring the knees up slightly so we have a soft bend. Let's inhale. Can you reach up any further? And as we exhale, let's reach all the way forward. Pull the belly button back. How much can we get down towards the mat? How much can you reach? How much can you feel that deep stretch in the backs of the legs? And really pushing away with those feet and the heels. Inhaling. And then let's exhale, sit up again tall. You've done so well today, guys. And then again, let's reach. Find that spine stretch. So nice, so powerful. And let's sit up tall. Come into a cross-legged position. You've done so well, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Finishing just by bringing your hands down by your sides. Palms facing the ceiling. Closing down the eyes. Relaxing your body. And relaxing that breath. Pulling those shoulder blades all the way down. Feeding those core muscles from today's class. And find that stillness in the body. Really good. Let's open up the eyes and take an inhale and reach the hands all the way up above us. Palms together. And then exhale to pull them down through the center. And again, let's inhale in through the nose to reach up. And you're exhaling that breath all the way out of the mouth as we pull the hands down and bow the head. And you are done. Well done, guys. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Sunset sculpt without the sunset. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you found it. It was a little bit more dynamic, a bit more fast-paced than normal. But as always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next class.